Hi guys. Today is January 18th, 2019, and I posted a video yesterday about buying. I bought a put in Netflix because they had earnings last night, and the stock dropped. But when even though it dropped like $10, I guess I may have purchased it a little. I paid too much, a little bit. So this morning when the market opened, I was negative 120. But as the morning progressed, it dropped about. I made about. It had gone to where I made like a profit of like $300, 333, somewhere around there. But I sold right around 200. Netflix is not really a stock that I'm familiar with. I know the company. I have Netflix, but I'm not really familiar with how their stock move. I see the graphs and I see how that moves, but I don't understand the culture of the people that buy and sell that stock and what motivates it to move up or down. So and I sold it, and later on in the day when I revisited it, it didn't really move much. So next week when the stock market open, I'll see if I made a bad move or if I was overly cautious. So, if it goes back up, then that's fine. At least I made about $200 on there. That's enough to cover my Netflix bill for about a year and a half, I guess. Um, but with Tesla also dropped, and I told you I make my bread and butter is mainly Tesla stock. So I had about three options in Tesla that I purchased around 340, 338, 339, and one in the mid 40s. And Tesla dropped today to about $300, based on the fact that Tesla has to lay off about 7% of its workers in March. So it created a downtrend today, and I was able to make. I sold around when it got to about 315, and I made about $3,500 on selling all three options. And it's my luck, if I had been greedy, it would have gone back up, but instead it went down. So by this afternoon it was like 300 and some cents. So when I sold, I always buy one option at close to the price where I sold. So I bought a call today for that expires in April for Tesla at 315 when it was around 315, and I also bought a second call around $302. But when I'm hoping next week that Tesla will drop to below $300, where I can pick up two more options, and I'll keep a few more dollars on the side just in case it drops even more. I can pick up, that last one or last two, depending on how much money I have left over. I'll pick up those last two options, and I'll just wait until Tesla goes back up. Tesla rarely ever stay below 300. So if this is one of those cases where it stays down there under 300 for a couple of weeks, I'll be fine, because I usually buy my stocks out. Well, any stock I buy this week coming will be set up for the expiration in April. So that'll be like mid-April. So I'll have plenty of time to take care of it. So you guys, if you have any questions, just ask down in the comment section below about that. But for those of you guys who are really interested in the stock market and options, and you're familiar with it, and you kind of like how Tesla move, but you can't really afford it, there's another company that is my athlete. He also does a stock market, put me on to last night, and it's called Weibo Corporation America Depository Share Real Time Stock. It's Weibo, WEIBO. Its sticker is WB. Right? That stock moves to about, it goes up to between $60 and $62 a share, and then it drops to about $55 to $54 a share when it moves up and down. So today I bought 2 contracts, came up to a little over $1,000, like 1,100, somewhere around there. So it's cheaper because the stock, again, it's like $60 compared to Tesla, was like over $300. So when you buy when you buy the options, you probably spend maybe $7 a share. Again, I spend that much more money on a share because I bought that option to expire in April. So I don't mind paying a little extra money because it's so imperative that you take care of time decay, which is one of the Greeks. Time decay will kill your money if you're a buyer. So if you're a seller, you're fine. So don't worry about it too much. But if you're a buyer, you buy that, take it out there. If you can always sell tomorrow. If the stock goes, so I bought a put on WB. If that drops, I'm gonna sell it, and I'll buy a call. And I'll do that, 2 calls. I'll sell both puts, and I'll buy 2 calls, and I'll play it like that for a little while until I get comfortable with it and study the company a little bit more. And once I do that, then I might buy 4 or 5 options on puts and 5 on calls. But it has been steady for the past few months between $55 and $60. So I mean, in between there, so it'll be a great range to make a little bit of money here and there. For those that wants to try something and may not have, like me, $3,500 to spend on an option, but you may have 1,000, you may have 600, something. But you have to be familiar with the stocks. If you're not really familiar with options and really go and study, there are lots of YouTube videos on how options work, how to study it. I mean, better than I could ever teach you. That's why I say look, Options Alpha is a really good cat that this stuff is easy to understand. I've looked at his videos when I first got involved with options. My athlete who was more involved with options and took that step kind of taught me some of the stuff. Even though I'm the one that originally taught him about stocks, he went on and advanced and superseded me and just way more advanced than me when it comes to that. So I'm grateful I was able to light that fire under one young man's life, and he is now making that a living. He's making his money off the stock market now. So I'm really humbled and grateful I was able to be part of that. If you guys have any questions, ask in the comment section down below. Subscribe. If it's any questions about anything, just ask about it. And if I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I'll do some research and try and answer it. If it's something that's just not in my scope of expertise or experience, then I will make a video stating these things are not in my experience, and probably put it out there and have people make comments down below that might be able to help you. So like, subscribe. You'll have a good night.